beginning, the marriage that wasn't supposed to happen. Princess Lira Thalen of the Verdani Dominion had been raised to believe humans were unpredictable, volatile creatures, too emotional to trust and too stubborn to control. Her people, elegant and telepathically gifted, ruled their region of the galaxy through unity of thought and strict tradition. Humans did not fit into tradition. Yet here she stood, wearing the silver ceremonial bands of marriage, staring at a man who looked both painfully nervous and irritatingly confident. Elias Raynor, a human from the soul frontier, a mechanic, diplomat in training, and, according to the ancient Verdani laws, the only being immune to the telepathic influence that was corrupting her world. He bowed slightly. "Pleasure to meet you, Princess." Lyra's jaw tightened. She could sense nothing from him. No emotions, no thoughts, no intentions. Humans were blank spaces in telepathic fields, which made them both feared and valuable. The great sickness spreading across her planet, an infection of the mind caused by a rogue psychic storm, didn't affect humans. But it was destroying Verdani mental harmony, driving entire cities into madness. The only cure required a stabilizing anchor. A bonded partner immune to telepathic disruption. A human, and not just any human. One whose neural patterns meshed with hers in a rare compatibility reading. Elias Raynor. She had met him once, briefly, during an interstellar summit. He had spilled tea on himself and cursed loudly. That had been the extent of their relationship. Now she was marrying him to save her world. He glanced at her awkwardly. "So, are we doing this?" Lira inhaled sharply. "Do not speak during the rite."
"Oh, right.
My bad." She resisted the urge to sigh. This was going to be a nightmare. The marriage, the wedding chamber, hummed with psychic light. Elder Verdani formed a circle, projecting harmonic waves that intertwined with Lyra's aura. Elias, being human, stood unaffected, though he did flinch when a tendril of shimmering energy brushed his arm. "Is that normal?" he whispered. "Yes," she hissed. "Remain still." Trying. He was failing, but the ritual progressed. When the final chord resonated, Lira felt a shock race through her mind. Cold, clean, grounding. The psychic storm that had raged within her for days immediately calmed. The bond worked. She exhaled shakily. For the first time in weeks, her thoughts were steady. The elder approached. "The bond is complete. Human Elias Raynor, you are now consort of Verdani. Princess Lira, your mind shall stabilize so long as he remains near." Elias blinked. "Hold up. Remains near how near?" The elder raised an eyebrow. "Within 12 meters at most times." Lira closed her eyes. Elias stared. "So we're stuck together?" "Correct," the elder confirmed. Elias rubbed his face.
"Great.
"Guess we're roommates now." Lira pinched the bridge of her nose. "This union is not for your amusement." He shot her a crooked smile. "Wouldn't dream of it, Your Highness." But she already sensed it. The chaos of humanity was now tied to her for life. Middle, a human in the royal palace. Elias Raynor did not fit in. Verdani palace halls were quiet, filled with serene mental conversations that flowed like gentle streams. Yet Elias filled the silence with questions. So many questions. What's that plant? How come your walls glow? Why do your guards hold their spears like they're posing for a calendar? And worst, what exactly do married people here do? Lira nearly choked the first time he asked that. Consort duties are ceremonial and diplomatic, she clarified through clenched teeth. Nothing physical is required. Elias nodded quickly.
Cool. Great.
Not that you're not, pretty. You're extremely. She held up a hand. Stop talking.
He stopped.
For 8 seconds. Then, so, do we share a bedroom? Absolutely not. Just checking. Still, despite his impulsive questions, Elias wasn't useless. He repaired palace drones. He optimized energy lines. He built a tracking device for psychic storm waves that impressed even her top scientists. And strangest of all, he made people laugh. Verdani didn't laugh easily, not out loud. But servants giggled behind sleeves when Elias tripped over floating platforms or reenacted human sports moves. Guards smiled when he brought them strange earth snacks, calling them protein bars of questionable legality. Even Lira, rigid, disciplined Lira, found herself suppressing a smile at his antics more often than she liked. But then the storm worsened, and everything changed. The crisis deepens. The Verdani Great Sickness grew stronger. Entire regions fell into psychic disarray. Families turned on each other under mental hallucinations. Military units collapsed after losing telepathic cohesion. Lira felt the storm's pressure daily. Her bond with Elias helped. His presence grounded her, kept her stable. But the storm was growing, doubling in intensity each week. The council demanded she use the bond to amplify stabilizing pulses. "We can connect your mind to the planetary lattice," said the High Elder. "Your bond will allow human immunity to spread through you to all Verdani sectors." Lira stiffened. "That could kill us both. Or save millions," the Elder countered. Elias put his hand on her arm.
"Hey.
"If we're doing this, we do it together." She stared at him. Humans were unpredictable, reckless, emotional, but they were also brave. And Elias Raynor was proving braver than any diplomat she'd ever known. She swallowed. "Prepare the chamber." The mind link experiment. The chamber pulsed with psychic conduits that radiated like living veins. Lira took her place at the center, Elias beside her, wires clipping into his temples. "Remain calm," she murmured. "Not sure calm is an option when people are about to download my brain," he muttered. Lira's lips twitched. "I will protect you." "Oh, good. No pressure then." The technicians activated the lattice. Psychic energy surged. Lira gasped, her senses expanded outward, experiencing the storm firsthand. Chaos. Screaming minds. Fractured memories. The storm felt alive, hostile, deliberate. She felt herself slipping. But Elias grabbed her hand. "Hey, don't drift. Stay with me." His voice cut through the storm like a blade. Human thoughts, wild, passionate, loud, flooded the bond, stabilizing her. She anchored on him, breathing in the strange warmth of human emotion. The lattice responded. A wave of calm rippled across the planet. The storm recoiled. Technicians cheered. "It's working," one shouted. "It's NO," another cried. A psychic backlash slammed into the chamber, sending panels exploding and lights flickering. Elias staggered. Blood trickled from his nose. "Too much, Lira, break the link." "I cannot," she gasped. "The storm is locking us in." "Then overload it," he yelled. "Hit it harder than it's hitting us." "You do not understand." "Then let me help." Elias grabbed a fallen amplifier rod, jammed it into the lattice, and manually rerouted the psychic current. It was insane. Impossible. Suicidal. Lira screamed. "Elias, stop." "Not stopping. Your world needs this." He pulled the rod. A blinding surge erupted, and the storm shattered. After the blast, Lira awoke in a medical chamber, chest heaving. Her head throbbed painfully, but the psychic storm was gone. Silence. Blessed silence. She sat up quickly. "Elias. Where is Elias?" A medic bowed. "The human lives, princess." His neural pathways endured severe stress, but he stabilizes quickly. That is his nature, she murmured. They led her to him. He sat on the side of a medical bed, shirt torn, bandaged head, eating a fruit he clearly didn't recognize. He looked up. Oh, thank the stars. You're alive. Lira rushed to him, emotions overwhelming her. She cupped his face gently. You reckless, foolish human. You could have died. Elias shrugged, wincing slightly. Worth it. She stared at him, stunned by how easily he said it. For my world, she whispered. No, he said softly. For you. Her breath caught. They had married out of necessity.
Duty.
Obligation.
But now.
Something else had formed between them. Something real. She leaned her forehead against his. You saved my world, Elias Raynor. He laughed weakly. Guess I'm husband of the year. She smiled, openly, genuinely, for the first time in months. Yes, she whispered. You are. The true ending. The human who became a legend. The recovery of Verdani civilization was swift. Psychic harmony returned. Families reunited. The storm dissipated completely. Lira and Elias became national symbols, the bonded pair. But something unexpected happened. Elias didn't return to Earth. He stayed. He learned Verdani customs, taught humans tricks to Verdani engineers, and walked beside Lira at political gatherings where he often confused old nobles simply by smiling too cheerfully. Their marriage, originally a desperate arrangement, became the heart of a new alliance. One night, standing on a balcony overlooking the glowing city, Lira asked quietly, Do you regret being bound to me? Elias leaned beside her.
No.
Do you regret choosing me? She intertwined her fingers with his. Every day, I grow more grateful for it. He smiled softly. So, what now?
We rebuild, she said.
Together. And after that? She looked at him with a warmth that could outshine stars. After that, perhaps we choose our own future. For once. Elias chuckled. I'd like that. Lira rested her head on his shoulder, sensing peace, strength, and the warm, unpredictable spark that only humans carried. Her world had chosen him to save it, but she chose him for herself. And somewhere, in the vastness of the galaxy, a new legend took form. The princess who married a human and the human who saved her world. Together, they were unstoppable.